You are looking at what most of us consider the pinnacle of health, a bowl piled high with raw spinach, unsoaked beans, and almonds. On paper, it contained enough iron, calcium, and magnesium to sustain you for days. But look at this chart tracking recent dietary outcomes. Even as plant-forward diet adoption has surged through 2026, absorption rates for magnesium, iron, and zinc are dropping in those exact same populations. The disconnect comes down to a physiological bottleneck known as bioavailability. This is the difference between the gross amount of a nutrient physically sitting on your fork and the net amount that actually survives digestion to enter your bloodstream. Consuming a massive dose of vitamins and minerals provides no benefit if your digestive system lacks the chemical clearance to access the nutrients locked inside the food. To understand why this happens, we have to drop down to the cellular level. A leafy green is a living organism, and its primary biological imperative is to avoid being eaten. Animals can run, hide, or fight back, but plants have spent millions of years developing a different defense, microscopic chemical armor known as anti-nutrients. These compounds act as molecular traps. They sit dormant inside seemingly healthy leaves and seeds, waiting for a predator to consume them. The staple crops we rely on for survival are engaged in a quiet chemical warfare, deploying compounds specifically designed to starve out the creatures trying to digest them. Take phytic acid in grains and legumes. It acts as a chelator, physically grabbing essential minerals like zinc and magnesium, locking them into a stable bond. Once bound, they form insoluble precipitates the intestine cannot absorb, passing through the body unutilized. Raw spinach uses a different trap called oxalic acid. These oxalates aggressively hunt down calcium in your digestive tract and bind to it, rendering the mineral useless for maintaining human bone density. Then there are tannins, found broadly across plant species. Tannins target the digestive process directly, binding to proteins and inhibiting the enzymes your gut requires to break down and utilize food. An entirely raw, unprepared plant diet creates a chemical blockade that actively denies the body the elements it needs to function. Human survival has historically depended on food preparation functioning as a form of chemical engineering. Basic physiochemical interventions strip away these defenses. Soaking and boiling vegetables physically leach out water-soluble blockers like tannins, separating them from the plant tissue before consumption. Biological processing goes further. Germination and fermentation activate the plant's own enzyme, phytase, which dismantles phytic acid and releases the trapped minerals into a bioavailable state. This flowchart illustrates how maximizing nutrient extraction requires layering these methods. A combined approach, such as boiling followed by fermentation, attacks the plant matrix from multiple angles to achieve the highest reduction in anti-nutrients. These ancestral techniques served as the primary technological workarounds humans used to systematically dismantle plant defenses. Beyond neutralizing threats, we can actively multiply nutrient absorption through food synergy. This is the principle that certain foods, when paired together, create a chemical reaction that dramatically enhances bioavailability. Take the pairing of spinach and lemon juice. The vitamin C in the citrus collides with the plant-based non-heme iron in the spinach, changing its chemical state and forcing the body to absorb it. Turmeric presents a similar challenge. Its curcumin is a powerful antioxidant, but it is largely insoluble in the gut. Adding piperine from black pepper and a lipid like olive oil inhibits the metabolic pathways that would normally flush the curcumin out, pulling it into the bloodstream. Strategic pairing turns hard-to-absorb ingredients into a highly efficient delivery network. Cooking carrots in olive oil is essential because vitamin A is fat-soluble, meaning it requires dietary lipids to pass through the intestinal lining. Adding a squeeze of citrus to green tea prevents its antioxidants from breaking down during digestion, increasing the absorption of EGCG tenfold. And eating yogurt with a banana pairs living probiotics with the prebiotic fiber they require to survive and colonize the gut. Slowing down, authoritative. Applying these chemical rules ensures that the nutrients in our food actually reach our cells, turning the kitchen into a laboratory for humans.